Now that you have your perfect wedding dress and your perfect dance, you want to make sure that the two go perfect together. In this video, I'll go over common wedding attire mishaps and how to avoid them during your first dance. Grooms don't have as many clothing items to consider as women, but there are a few clothes you want to rehearse in before you realize that you have any restrictions on the day of the wedding. If your pants are on the snug side, there's always the mortifying possibility of ripping your pants, particularly if the groom needs to kneel down or bend his knees for a lift. Jackets might be limiting in the arm. If it bunches up at the shoulders when you lift your arm, you may want to consider dancing without the jacket or in a vest. Vests do give you a little bit more freedom, but you just want to make sure it doesn't expose your undershirt when you raise your arms up. For the bride, dresses should always be bustled up during the dance, or if there's a long train, practice in the dance holding it up so no one trips on the dress. If you are wearing a strapless dress, take into account that you might lose weight before the wedding. As a result, you might not feel as secure, especially during lifts and dips. Mermaid gowns restrict the range of motion in the steps. If this is your dress of choice, practice the dance taking smaller steps. The biggest issue with ball gowns is the concern that the groom might step on the dress. If that's the case, both bride and groom should practice sliding their feet on the floor to avoid stepping on the dress. Ideally, the dress should be right above the ground or higher. If it's not, make sure the bride and the groom keep their eyes up instead of on the floor. Wear comfortable shoes. Plan to be on your feet most of the day, so by the time your wedding dance comes around, your feet shouldn't be in so much pain that it affects the dance. High platforms are more of a risk for twisting your ankles. Your shoes can have heels, but it's safer if the ball of your foot is closer to the ground. If your shoes have embellishments, there's always a risk of snagging on the dress. If you're wearing jewelry, make sure all bracelets, necklaces, and earrings are secure to avoid any flying objects during your dance. Jewelry can fly off during a fast spin or lift. It's happened to me. 5. It is so important to practice your dance in the shoes, dress, and clothing before the wedding. If not with your partner, then alone. You don't have to practice with your partner to test if the attire works for your dance.